So let's do a story about super duper business genius, smartest person ever, Donald Trump. From Reuters today, quote, Trump Entertainment Resorts, Inc., which operates 2 casinos in Atlantic City, joined the list of casino operators in New Jersey that have filed for bankruptcy. Trump Entertainment operates the Trump Taj Mahal Casino Resort and the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. They continue, quote, Trump Entertainment, which filed for bankruptcy in 2009 and emerged the following year, said it has about 2,800 full-time employees and about 1,800 seasonal employees. And the company was, of course, founded by the genius Donald Trump, and they have listed assets and liabilities of between $100 million and $500 million. Now, in fairness to Donald Trump, which I don't like to do that, but I'll do it nonetheless, Atlantic City really is in trouble, okay? They're a slowly sinking ship. So you certainly can't pin this all on him, not by a long shot. But as of April 21st, 2011, Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy, quote, 4 times. So this is at least the 5th time he's filed for bankruptcy. But there may have been, look, I don't know. I don't know what happened between 2011 and today. Maybe there was an extra 1 or 2 that he threw in there. But he's at least gone bankrupt 5 times. And whenever people bring this up to him, ooh, does he get touchy. Ooh, does he have a tap dance that he goes into when you bring up his bankruptcies? Donald, take it away.
I never went bankrupt. Neil, I never went bankrupt. Never went bankrupt.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I never went bankrupt.
Donald Trump is buying one of his own companies out of bankruptcy. The real estate developer and an affiliate of lender Beal Bank Nevada agreed to put in $100 million to save Trump Entertainment. The struggling company operates 3 casinos in Atlantic City.
The Donald defaulted on payments of almost $20 million due on some of the bonds used to finance one of his hotel casinos.
The 3 Atlantic City casinos run by Donald Trump have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection for the 3rd time. According to the court filing, the company has $1.7 billion in total debt and more than $2 billion in assets. Frustrated that he was unable to buy the company and take it private, Trump resigned as chairman of the board on Friday.
Donald Trump has always been successful. When you say failures, I don't think I've had failures, but let's go ahead. Ask me about a couple.
Okay, Trump hotels and casinos filed for bankruptcy protection 3 times in 6 years.
Okay, let me explain it to you. Very simple.
Isn't that a failure?
Not really. I mean, look, it worked out very well for me. It was very successful. I then levered the company. I took it public. So I had a relatively small piece of the company.
Wait a second, you were chairman of the board.
I was chairman, but I didn't run the company. I had nothing to do with running the company. Management.
You were paid $2 million a year.
Excuse me, I didn't run the company. I'm just telling you.
So what were you paid $2 million a year for?
Excuse me. Because of my genius, okay?
Your genius. The company went bankrupt, Skippy. You can't override that through force of will. He thinks if he's just smooth enough in how he talks that people will go, oh, I guess the bankruptcy wasn't actually a bankruptcy. I guess he succeeded. Is a bankruptcy a measure of success? I'm just curious. Oh my God, he's so stupid. I love how whenever the interviewer made a good point, he would say, excuse me. He might as well have had like a scoreboard behind him that gave a point to the interviewer every time Donald said, excuse me, because he's admitting, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you win. Yeah, they paid me $2 million a year, but I didn't do anything for them. They went bankrupt not because I was leading them, but because I wasn't leading them. But I succeeded? Something. I don't know. Oh, God, Donald, you're such a fraud. You're such a fraud, it's hilarious. So what's really going on here? Well, Trump, what he does is he'll do his best to make these companies succeed, different business situations he's involved in. And then when it fails, not if it fails, maybe he's had a handful of things succeed, but a lot of the things have failed. So when it fails, he uses the bankruptcy rules and laws and guidelines in his favor and he walks away unscathed. He walks away in a better place, and he screws everybody else in the process. And this is something that if you go into detail in the different articles that talk about his bankruptcies and his different business actions and decisions he's made, you realize, oh, he's totally shameless. She's totally shameless. So if the shit hits the fan, he moves out of the way, you get the shit on you, and he runs out the back door cackling. Okay, this is the kind of guy that we're dealing with here. But let's be clear. In most cases, his goal when he takes over something is to make it succeed. Then it doesn't succeed, and he pretends like, well, nope, I wasn't involved. I didn't have anything to do with it. What are you talking about? Oh, so what? My name's on the building. It doesn't matter. Does that mean that I had something to do with it? No, it doesn't. I'm Donald Trump. I'm a genius. Oh, Donald, what are you doing? So the final thing I'll say about this is, at this point, you know how Donald Trump stays afloat, okay, and how he's still viewed as like, oh, amazing success story of capitalism. At this point, he just sells his name. So he'll sell the rights to use his name to different businesses run by other people, okay? And then hopefully they succeed, and then he can say, oh, this great thing, the Trump Towers in this other place over here, and it's just fantastic. I'm such a genius. Call me a genius, will ya? So that's what he's doing nowadays, and dude, your dad had $400 million. See, I can't stand it when the media buys into this nonsense, buys into this narrative that, like, let's all worship at the altar of the greedy fuckheads that run America. But it's not like he was fucking shining shoes for half his life, or he needed government cheese as a toddler. His dad had $400 million. If you give anybody a $400 million head start, they're gonna do okay in most cases. Guess what? If you give me a $400 million head start, here's what I'll do. Not go bankrupt 5 times. So I guess by at least one measure, I'm a much better businessman than Donald Trump.